we doing? We're going to look at how did political cartoons reflect the views on 19th century imperialism. These cartoonists, how did they feel about imperialism? That's what we're trying to figure out. Are they for it? Are they against it? What views do they have in general about imperialism? That's what we want to figure out through their cartoons. Okay? All right, so we're going to do this through solo writing time, which we practiced before. We're going to view a cartoon, and we're going to think about these things. What do we see? What do you notice? What people and objects are shown? Is there any words on it? Do you think there's any symbols? That kind of stuff. And you're going to reflect what's happening in the cartoon. You know, what do you think the artist was trying to portray? What do you think the artist's opinion is? And then, do you have any questions? Is there something you don't understand about it? Is there a part that confuses you? These are the things we're going to think about. So you're going to have 2 minutes to just look at the cartoon, just view it. So if we're practicing now, we would take 2 minutes to just pull in all these details from this cartoon here. Okay, we'd look at the two men, we'd see what they were doing, we'd read all the writings on it. That's what we're doing those 2 minutes. Then you're going to have 3 minutes of solo writing time. Okay, remember, with solo writing time, you're just writing whatever comes to your mind in that time. It doesn't have to be complete sentences. It could be a list of something. It could be questions. It can be whatever, as long as you're writing for that full 3 minutes. Just keep writing anything that comes to your mind about that cartoon. So for me, mine might say something like, I'm going to try and go through all these, and I might say, it's 2 men, they seem to be eating or digging through a pie. The pie is labeled Africa. I think it's supposed to be that they're trying to take their favorite parts of Africa. The one man is looking for a piece of Africa that he wants. I think the cartoonists are, mocking the fact that, these countries are coming in and taking Africa. And I could say, I wonder, which countries these are supposed to represent. So I've observed, I've reflected, and I questioned. Okay? And I just put it all down in words as much as I can in 3 minutes. If I don't get a complete sentence in, that's okay. But I just write for 3 minutes. Okay? Does this make sense what we're doing when we get into our Go Formative? Green check for we understand, orange X for you need a little bit more explanation. Characters are here. This woman here is representing Great Britain. This man here is representing, Germany. This is Italy. This is France. This is Japan. And back here is China. This means China. It's just written in not English. Okay, it's not written in English, but this does refer to China. Okay, 2 minutes just to look at it and think about what you're seeing. What do you think? Just a few seconds left. Finish up those ideas. It's okay if you end mid-sentence. That's all right. All right, let's see what we came up with here. Looks like maybe they're trying to come to an agreement, but the dude with the pointy hat, the Germans, doesn't see eye to eye with the old lady, Great Britain. It looks like they're taking ideas from China and how they should control their own society. Maybe about when China was isolating themselves, maybe. It's a good idea. Countries fighting for a piece of China. They look like they have knives to cut up the pizza pieces of China. Japan looks mad. Also, China doesn't look so happy either. The country next to Great Britain looks mad at Great Britain. That's Germany. Yeah, definitely. Some type of like pizza pie type thing. And they're carving pieces out of it, right? Taking the pieces they want. There are several world leaders at the time sitting at a table together looking at China. That seems to be represented by some type of pizza or a cake. Seems like they're deciding who's going to get what from China. They don't seem to be like the Chinese person in the back with claws. And I wonder why he's there. Usually when you steal from someone, you don't do it right in front of them. Oh, that's a great way to think about it, right? But when you're colonizing someplace, you are doing it right in front of them. And they don't really seem to care, right? They're just ignoring China in the back. Let's see, let's go down here a little bit. Why does everyone have some type of knife? Why does China look like it wants to start a war with everyone else? Right? Because they're being colonized, right? That's a good observation. Why is he so angry? Why does China kind of look like a dragon? And these are, the only problem with political cartoons is that they are going to do very generalized images to kind of represent the different countries, right? They want to make it very obvious to their readers who's supposed to be represented. And so they're going to do very generalized things to kind of make it look like that. Why does he have a samurai sword? Oh, the different knives, right? It looks kind of cool. Let's see. Possibly people stealing things from and invading China. It's a really great way to look at it. Yeah, I think that's a great observation of they're trying to take the parts they want. I think this trying to paint China as controlling and show the other countries trying to come to agreement. Maybe. Okay. For this part, it's definitely that they're trying to take from Asia, right? Let's see. Maybe the guy with the knife is threatening them to admit something or threatening them that he's going to take the piece he wants. He's very stern, right? Germany's going to get the pieces that they want. Let's see. I see everyone trying to take a piece from China and that the Chinese man is trying to stop them, and it looks like the French is kind of stunned by everyone. French is, yeah, it's a good observation that France is kind of on the outside of this, right? They're not in it completely. They seem to be kind of aligned with Italy maybe behind them. And Japan isn't holding a knife, but is studying it very carefully. So those are some good things to point out about the details, okay? Really good, guys. Awesome. All right, let's go on to the next one. Again, just think about it for those first couple minutes.